Why did the Nigerian government spend over $10 billion on a company that sat abandoned for 40 years that was never used? This is supposed to be the largest industrial project in sub-Saharan Africa that will create 500,000 jobs. The story of Ajaokuta Steel Company of Nigeria that is located in Kogi. This is one of the greatest stories of mismanagement ever. This exposed worst aspect of corruption, incompetency in a lot of African countries due to bad leadership. This mill company was estimated to produce 2.6 million tons of steel a year, but after 40 years, this mill company has not produced anything, even a little needle. The story began in 1979, having emerged victorious in the Nigerian Civil War with the aid of the Soviet Union. The military government began to adopt the Soviet model for Nigerian post-war economy. The contract was awarded to a Soviet company for $1 billion as of then. The project was financed by loan from the World Bank and other institutions. The completion date for the Ajaokuta Steel Company was 1980, but it's taking 40 years now under construction. According to them, it was delayed due to technical difficulties, cost overruns, and political interference. By 1985, the cost of this project has risen to $10 billion and is still far from completion. Some believe the fall of the Soviet Union in 1991 further complicated things because the Russian contractors withdrew from this project, leaving unfinished work and equipment. This left the countries in debt. Many governments have tried to bring these plans to work but failed. Now, the major problem facing this Ajaokuta Steel was that they built this mill where there was no iron ore deposit. Now, iron ore is the essential material for steel production, but why did the government went and build a steel company where there is no iron ore deposit? But you should understand that the Nigerian government know how to fix things up. So in 1987, more than 7 years after this mill was supposed to be completed, the Nigerian government decided to award a second government contract, this time to build a state-owned railroad. The government promised Nigeria that this will just take 5 years to complete. You should know what happened next. This railroad was not completed too. Another government inefficiency and corruption in the Nigerian sector. The railroad sat abandoned for decades that was meant to supply iron rod to the mill. In 2017, the government brought a foreign firm to complete this project. It was discovered that much of the abandoned railway track has been looted for its steel. Despite this setback, the railway did finally open in 2020, more than 28 years behind schedule. A railway that was meant to be completed for 5 years took 28 years, but the mill itself still remains unfinished and still has not produced any single unit of steel. Despite more than $10 billion sunk into the steel company, the steel company has not been complete or has not produced any steel. Since 1992, the government has been telling people that it will take billions of dollars to complete this project. This is another way politicians overpromise and under-deliver.